Hi, welcome to Mind Medium. My name is Martha Okea. If it's your first time watching, this is the podcast where we celebrate great minds like yours. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for joining in once again. I really do appreciate you. On today's episode, it is themed around the art of visual storytelling. Visual storytelling is a powerful medium for capturing the essence of a place. You know, it transcends language, and it's a universal communication that resonates with us culturally, emotionally, and intellectually to its viewer. On today's episode, we would explore the technical aspects of photography and also the cultural and environmental factors that influence photography in the UAE. On my couch, I have with me Dubai's number one celebrity photographer. He's been featured on multiple high-profile events, such as events held by Atlantis de Royale. He's covered Jason Derulo's concert. He has covered Housewives of Dubai. And his work has been featured on New York Times Square. He's also a blogger, a very passionate being, and most of all, he's a brother. Please join me as I welcome my special guest, Eric, aka Dean Photography.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Did I pronounce your name well? Is it Deanie or Dean? Because I always say Deanie. Dane. I don't know. It just feels nice when I say Deanie.
Yeah, it's
Dane.
fine. I mean, at the end of the day, words and spellings can have different pronunciations, so that's fine.
I know. How are you feeling? Are you excited to be here with me? Because I'm very much excited to have you here.
Yeah, a little.
It's not easy, to have number one Dubai's celebrity photographer with me here.
Thank you.
It's not easy
It's an
because
honor for me as well.
oh my god, it's crazy. Like you cover events with high profile Hollywood actors, and you're quiet about it. You're not even saying anything, bro. Like you've done so much, and I'm happy to have you with me today. And I'm sure that the viewer would learn a lot, and it's going to be a great conversation. So stay tuned. How's Dubai treating you this period? Winter is coming.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great because it's getting busy as well.
I know.
And the good thing about Dubai's winter is it's somebody's summer somewhere.
Yeah,
So
summer.
it's nice, right? You could dress differently. You don't have to wear only thin stuff. You can wear jackets.
Yeah.
You can really, wear other styles. And then the photo shoots, the outdoors. Many people now, they're booking shoots. They want to shoot out, and it's so nice. People
You're going to be extremely busy this period. This is the festive season.
Yeah.
So
big
booked all out.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
You said something that people now would be preferring outdoor shoots.
Yeah.
Because of the weather.
The weather, yeah. And also, during the winter, we have blue skies and we have white clouds, pristine white. Oh my God, there's nothing as beautiful as that, seeing that in a picture. And the thing in the summer is, it's always just, I don't know, white. The sky is white.
Yeah.
There's always this white thing that just, But now everything is colorful, especially if you're shooting where there is some grass and then there is sky and then there's clouds. It's just beautiful.
Oh, that's amazing. Moving on, for us to get started into the conversation, I would like for you to give us like a bit of an introduction of your background into photography and how did the inspiration come? How did you start?
It's a very funny story, trust me.
Just
I'm
a
sure
summary.
Yeah, I'm going to summarize it. I'm sure that so many people have various reasons why they get into stuff, and I'm sure that crazy stories out there, but mine is it's pretty crazy to me though. And actually, I was in I was in Norway because I've been there for like 6 years, and
Yeah.
a friend came to me and said, "Hey, I have this Canon 5D Mark II camera. You know, I see you edit pictures. Can you take some pictures because my photographer canceled?" And then I was like, "No, I don't know how to use the camera. I just know how to edit pictures." The guy was like, "No, come on. Since you can edit, you can shoot." I was like, "No, that's not how it works." And then when he told me how much he was going to pay me, I went crazy. I went online. I said, "Okay, give me the camera." I went to YouTube, and then I started typing Canon 5D Mark II, and then the autocomplete comes out.
Okay.
Tutorial. I was like, tutorial, teach, tutorial. Oh, maybe that's what it means. I clicked, and then I started watching the video, how to on the camera, how to take pictures with it. I stayed up the whole night watching videos on how to use it in the studio. So I went to Google. I just Googled what's in the studio, and then Google says a softbox, and then I go softbox tutorial. Trust me, this is how I learned photography.
Whoa.
I taught myself in 8 hours, and in the morning I went and took amazing pictures. The pictures were so clean, the guy was shocked. I mean, the thing is, my Facebook is hacked. I would have shown you those pictures. They hacked my Facebook and they closed it. And from there, everything changed. People started booking me, and that's how I got into photography. Actually,
wow, it's crazy how much YouTube has helped the community, helped the world at large. Yeah, I know, like before YouTube there were multiple search engines, but with the video search engine as YouTube being the number one, it's crazy how anything that you want, that you need to know, somebody has filmed it already on there. Like, you can be so educated about a topic without even going to university for the degree. Like, I don't know.
it's crazy.
Well, this can be a disclaimer. I'm not saying that
everything is there.
yeah,
but most things.
But like, you can start up something just using YouTube. There's a whole lot you can know about just with YouTube, and that's just amazing. And your story is one of those things that, like, that confirms it. And this is the reason why I really love YouTube.
You love YouTube too as well.
I love the brand,
Me too. Sometimes, I remember back home, in Cameroon, my wife was like, "Damn, we have to go and pay tithes and office to YouTube." Because actually she learned makeup from YouTube as well.
So like, today, almost everyone is self-taught, and there's no how they would say it's not from YouTube.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
It's crazy.
Like, YouTube is one of the examples of giving back.
Yes.
Like, we're giving each other.
That's
like,
true.
I give. Like, we're just exchanging energy, exchanging knowledge. It's so nice. So, was it from that you decided that, okay, I would pursue this professionally? Was there like a passion that came, or a love, or like, was there like a key motivation, or at the time also you really needed some bar, or later on
I needed money. That's true. I really needed money. And then I remembered when I put on the camera, I was using a 50mm lens.
Yeah.
And then there was this guy, I was taking a picture of him. And the way the picture looked, I fell in love because it blurred the background, and then it made the guy the focus, the center. I was like, oh my God. You could tell stories, like you could literally make it about this subject without having the background busy and distracting the image. I was crazy. We call it bokeh or bokeh or whatever.
Okay.
And to me, that was the thing that got me in. Of course, the money, like I said, because then I started, it was helping me to take care of myself as well. From there, the love just grew, and it kept getting better. And the crazy thing is that YouTube really helped enhance the love, because I was like, okay, if I can learn in 8 hours and I could do this, just imagine what I could do in a couple of months on YouTube. So YouTube was one of the things that added to the love of my photography.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it because we just said how much we appreciate YouTube now? Yes, so
it's
YouTube
crazy.
YouTube is among
I didn't know that I love YouTube that much too.
Oh, you don't understand. And there's this feeling YouTube has, like, the audience or the space feels kind of serene, like kind of quiet, cozy. Together, that kind of thing, like community. I don't know, there are more sane people on YouTube than there
I understand, right?
than there are elsewhere.
Yeah, That's true. I think you need to be serious. Yeah, you need to be. I don't know how to say it, but YouTube, you need to have some heart to do it.
Yeah, it's a
It's
whole
not
lot.
that easy as well.
It's a whole lot. How has UAE shaped your photography work? Like living in the UAE and working here, how has it shaped your career in photography?
Oh my God, it's been really explosive. You know, back home, yeah, you could, you do whatever you have to do,
Yeah.
and the competition back home is less, but the competition
There's
here
Cameroon,
is
right?
wild. Yeah, Cameroon.
Yeah.
The competition here is wild, and one thing is that since the competition is wild, you cannot sleep. You can't, like, you just can't. Like, if you were doing YouTube, if you were watching YouTube videos, you need to up your watching YouTube game. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it actually pushes you to become your best self. You understand? And that's how I was learning at the speed of light. I was just consuming information. I was like, okay, if I want to shoot celebrities, what kind of gear do I have to use to shoot them? Do you understand? What kind of lighting do I need to use? I watch those videos. Okay, if I'm going to do a wedding, what kind of equipment do I have to use? So the thing about here is that there's a lot of diversity in the kind of content you create.
Yeah.
So you're forced to upgrade yourself. Even food photography, I've done food photography, I've done jewelry, do you understand?
Yeah.
So it makes it in such a way that you're just all around ready. And of course, like I said, the money too is one of the motivations for me because, I have to take care of myself, my family, I have kids, I have a
Yeah,
wife.
we
Yeah.
that's one thing that comes with
Yeah.
our lives work.
And then,
And
then Dubai and the bills.
oof, it's crazy.
See, I really appreciate this country I think that back home, one thing, I don't want to go away from the topic, but one
Yeah.
thing that I really appreciate this country is that Dubai is the father that you never had. Because while you're in Cameroon, they come, they hit the door. Open the door, wake up, how can you be sleeping at 10 a.m.? Dubai, no, you wake up at 5:30 a.m. Dubai is just like, there's this omnipresence, like, I gotta pay bills.
Yeah, like it
You
pushes
wake up.
you.
Dubai pushes you to
Brings
grow.
out your true self out.
Yes. Until I'm like, oh my God. Some months I make so much money. I'm like, oh my God, I never dreamt
is this
about
me?
this kind of money. It's Dubai, man.
What the hell?
I'm telling you. Until sometimes I feel like if somebody comes, I mean, how much do you make? I don't want to say because they might feel like,
Yeah, you're just capping.
yes. Oh my God. No, I love this country for that.
I love this country, and I'm so like I would not get tired of saying that. I am so privileged and happy and lucky to be here in this time. To be among the people existing in this place in this time. I am so happy. I don't care about the limitations or the rumors or whatever anybody says. It doesn't concern me.
There is no perfect country.
There's no perfect
And
country.
I can deal with the imperfections of Dubai, not the one from my country.
Exactly.
My country's imperfection is hard to swallow.
Whatever thing you say you're facing here, it was in your country before. So why are we screaming?
Yeah.
Why?
True.
Do you have like influences in photography? Like biggest influence, people who influence your career in photography? Do you have anyone?
Man, these days I'm so bad with names. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I understand that.
You know-
If I'm put in the spot like that, I won't remember.
Yeah, like I just
But
think
you
that.
have some people.
Yeah,
that-
I think that actually there's this website. It's called fstoppers.com.
Okay, fstoppers.com.
Fstoppers has a lot of pro photographers that they come and share knowledge.
Wow.
And fstoppers, I think they vet the people that put content there.
Okay.
So that's the platform that I started with, and I met so many amazing photographers there. It's just that now I don't really remember their names because I've been so caught up in YouTube, doing my own thing, and the YouTube videos too that I watch. I'm not so crazy about the person's name. If the information is gonna help me, I'm gonna definitely go for it.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry to say I don't really remember anybody's name at the top of my head.
Yeah, like.
But
yeah.
Fstoppers is a very good platform. It's
I
old
get
school,
what you mean.
but it's good.
Whoa, those kind of communities are always so nice because you just always feel like, okay, you belong somewhere. You have like people who think like you, and then you exchange ideas. It's always so nice to have stuff like that, and it just shows how passionate one is.
Yeah.
Like, you understand that life is learning, is a journey of learning. Like, the learning
true.
don't stop.
No, it
like
doesn't.
there's no like end.
arrive.
You've arrived, like, there's no limitation to what we can be, like how much we can know in our job, because life keeps changing, we keep advancing.
Yeah.
Equipment keep coming out, upgrades and upgrades. So imagine you, the human being, you're not upgrading, and you think, you've arrived, this is it.
Yeah.
The equipment would upgrade more than you, and then you would still use a high grade equipment and still shoot shit.
Yeah.
That's not as professional, because you, the person handling it,
Yeah.
you did not
need to
upgrade to
yourself. That's why the best investment is personal development. That's the best
Voila.
investment, because that one will never fail. There's always a return.
Always a return. You can never stop learning.
Yeah.
And if you are tuned on to this podcast, please, we would always talk about self-development. This is actually the back end of what motivates this channel. Self-motivation, self-development, self-improvement. It will not stop. Behind every topic, any topic, however it goes, is the development of the mind.
That's true.
That's the root cause of every problem. You know
That's
what
so
I
true.
mean?
That's so true.
Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk about photography in the UAE now.
Yeah.
We've already kind of touched some
Aspects.
points here already on this, but we can still talk about it. What makes photography unique in UAE? What makes it different?
Where can I start? See, trust me, when I was in Cameroon, right, I'm going to say something. I don't know if it's universal, but I discovered one thing. When I take pictures back in my country, I need to use flashlights. I need to use a lot of artificial lighting. Okay? And then I read something somewhere that one problem with photography in Africa is that we have a lot of mud on the ground. And then we don't have buildings that are bouncing light off each other.
Oh.
You understand?
Oh, I get what you mean.
So I read that, okay? And then when I saw Dubai on YouTube, somebody told me about Dubai. I was like, oh my God, this is a photographer's dream. You're a photographer, you don't want to come to Dubai. Why wouldn't you want to come here? I got here, I was using lights. Then I started shooting natural light, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like there's light that bounces off the road, cleans the shadow from the neck, light that bounces off the building, like light that is cutting through a building. You could actually position somebody to just stand at a particular angle, and the light is just falling on their face.
You know?
Do you understand?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I love this place. And then in my country, if I want to do a photo shoot, I need to travel and go to a particular place, especially if they want to look bougie. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's a pain in the neck. And then the place that I travel and go to is going to be like maybe just one building that looks clean at one side, and the other side is not looking that clean.
Yeah.
And I'm sure things have changed by now, but back then it wasn't like that. And I'll just be at that particular angle, and then I'll light the person, and then I'll shoot the person. And then I come to Dubai, everywhere is heaven to shoot. I'm like, oh my God, I can shoot here, I can shoot there. I'm like, do you understand what's going on? I'm just like a kid in the candy shop right now.
So in other words, do you have like specific locations,
of course,
that inspire you, or specific Emirati culture that inspire you in photography? Can you name some locations?
Asif, Dubai. Asif is old Dubai. If you have a fashion brand and you want to shoot your content and you don't want the environment to distract the content, Asif is like one of the best places for fashion and branding. And even birthdays, if you want to stand out of the environment, you have a certain kind of dress that maybe the color is not loud, but you love the styling. Go to Asif Dubai.
Wow.
You can have amazing shots there. You know.
Is it for free to
Yeah,
go shoot there?
yeah.
You know,
to shoot in
you know
Asif,
how
There's a lot.
the-
Okay,
a lot of
what we even gone there? Oh my god, don't get me started.
a lot of restrictions in Dubai. You can't just go and film anywhere. You can't just go and photograph anyone anywhere. You can't just even. You have to even be careful when you're using your phone because
Yeah.
people must have consent before they're in your video. You know, you guys that what's it called? Is it
Yeah.
influencers
Influencer.
coming to Dubai to visit? You have to be careful
sure, be
because we
careful.
have some laws that are serious. You know.
Yeah, you know, I actually have to
In
ask a
this
permit almost everywhere. But as if Dubai, if you
Yeah.
go with just your camera without a reflector and without external flashlights, as of now, as what I know, because I shot it recently, nobody's gonna ask you anything. But when
Wow,
you
but
come with the
then we come with
reflectors,
tools.
you come with the umbrellas and the lights, then they start coming to like, hey, you can't do this here.
So we keep sneaking.
Yeah, we have to
We always come like it's just a phone that you're
I'm
using.
telling you, do you know sometimes actually when I go to shoot in a pristine place or in a nice environment, I just tell the model, do you know something? No. Is this the best dress? She's like, yes. I'm like, if this is not the best dress, change and wear the best dress. She's like, why? I said, because I want to sneak one in. She's like, what do you mean? I said, because we don't have a permit to shoot here. So I'm gonna be taking the pictures. See, this is the pose. Look at the pose. You're gonna stand. I'm just gonna look at you. I'm gonna just be like direct you, and then I'm gonna bring the camera out. The security is coming from the left or right. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm gonna be taking the shots. Before he says stops, we have done 50. Okay, just be swapping this pose.
I remember something like that at Burj Khalifa.
Oh.
With my husband, I joined him on a set for like a video shoot. Somebody wanted to like do some parts in Dubai or something to add up to what he had already shot
Yeah.
from another country, and it was so funny. It sounds
Exactly.
it sounds kind of like the story.
It's a universal UAE thing.
UAE thing. All creators
Yeah.
are facing that.
Yeah. And before the security guard comes and says anything, you're like, oh, I didn't know. But one day I was with this Russian lady, right?
Yeah.
And then we were shooting in this mall, and the security guard came and said it's not allowed. And then I told her that, please, we have to stop. She was like, no, it's fine. Let's go and shoot over there. I'm like, wait, I know that there's one security camera in this mall, and there's definitely one security team watching all these cameras. What does she mean? She's like, no, it's fine. You know what? We went to the corner, took the shots. They called the police. The police came. They took my camera. They formatted it.
What
We
the?
lost all the images.
What the?
So if they say
No
stop,
way.
stop. Please, guys. If you want to sneak one in when they say stop, just stop.
What?
Yeah. And she had this beautiful dress. It's just crazy, man.
I'm sure it would have paid. I hope she paid you, Sha.
Of course, she paid me, but
Because-
I mean, at the end of the day,
she
to me, I was
cost
kind
it.
of sad because when you create,
Yeah.
you're also creating, right? It's not all about her, right?
Yeah.
I really wanted to come and post those pictures, but
Shit, I can imagine how you would have felt. And next time she should listen.
I hope so.
Let's talk about
Wait, about locations, right? There's
Yeah,
so many
locations,
locations to
yeah.
shoot. Okay, if you go to Burj Khalifa, downtown Dubai, if you put on the GPS, Wings of Mexico, that's a nice place where the car will drop you, and there's a free parking there. You can park there for free the whole day.
Wow.
As of now, okay. If you come to the Wings of Mexico on the right side, just a little bit ahead, there's a parking. You can park there, and then there you can use your camera and equipment sometimes. Okay. But if you want to shoot there, if you start shooting in front of the Wings of Mexico, the security guard is going to start stopping you. But if you go to the bridge towards Burj Park, you could actually use your equipment there. That's what I've been doing. Sometimes they come and stop me, but they are more lenient than the other places that I've been to. And
Yeah.
then if you want to get permit fast, go to Atlantis Royal Hotel. They give you permit in minutes. But you have to be
Permit?
living there. If you're staying there, they give you permit in minutes.
To
And then
shoot.
Atlantis the Palm, they give it in minutes. In the other hotels, they're going to tell you need 24 to 48 hours for them to approve it.
But do you pay for the permit though?
As long as you're staying there.
Oh, as long as you're staying
Yes.
there. So, like, if your client
It's
is
staying
staying
there.
in any of
Yeah.
those hotels,
Yeah, so
it's
if you have a client,
Oh,
tell
wow.
them before they book that they need to ask the hotel and said, I'm coming to shoot in this hotel and I need you to connect me with the marketing team so that I can get the permit.
Wow. So,
And then if they say no, tell your client to look for another hotel. Except they really want to stay there, but if they say no, no is no. So don't just pick your camera, walk in there. Oh my God, you'll be embarrassed. Because you're staying there. No.
Abibi, come to Dubai and welcome to Dubai. Welcome to the UAE,
Yeah.
where the laws are strict.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How does Emirati culture inspire you in any way in photography?
Yeah, the makeup.
The makeup.
Yeah, the Emirati, people, they love makeup a lot.
Yeah.
And I love retouching. My wife, like I said, she's a makeup artist, so I've always loved, when she does the makeup, I take the pictures. So when you meet these Emirati ladies, they love makeup, they love good editing. So it actually, like, they can appreciate good editing. You understand? But of course now with the face app and the face tunes, things are different. But still,
They're doing the self.
Yeah,
They're doing it by themselves now.
Yeah, they are doing a lot of it by themselves, but they appreciate good editing. And to me, sometimes I love heavy edits. Sometimes I do, because it's just that it gives me like a platform to show how good I can be with the editing. Of course, most celebrities they'll be like, nah, they want you to tone it down. But the Emirati culture, the ladies, they love good editing.
And so that's an inspiration for you
me,
to like just explore, just
Yeah.
do as you like.
Habibi.
Let's talk about the UAE's landscapes, how that affects the outcome of photographs. Like, you see how when like you're driving on the road, the way you see it's, for me, I call it airscapes, not just landscapes. Wow. Because the way the buildings just beautifies the sky,
with the sunset,
it's so cute.
My God,
it's so cutesy.
Actually, it's really cutesy. Actually, I was when I came here, I had better 85mm and a 50mm lens, and because of the landscape, I had to buy a 16-35 so that I can shoot white.
Yeah.
And oh my God, when people come to me, that's the best lens. That's the lens that most people. I want to see everything. Go low. I want to see the top of the Burj Khalifa. I have to go low and take the shot. So I think that it really adds to the environment of the pictures, because then you don't need to come and try fixing things. Like back home in my place, you need to remember back home when it comes to keeping the place clean. There's a packet of cigarette there's this, there's that. You have to be. But here, the landscape is so clean, it's so nice.
Everything
you
just
have to position the model in the spot and get the shots.
It's crazy.
You don't have to come and start editing the ground a lot. Oh my God.
It's so beautiful, from the desert to the skylines to the coastlines. Everything is just ready made for you. You just need a human being to pose. And because even landscape photography is just inspiring. Even when you see, you want to become a photographer. Like, there's a story in every block.
I'm telling you, in every structure.
In every structure, there's
and they
a
have
story.
And they're so intentional here.
It's so intentional. That's
so intentional.
That one.
You look at buildings, you see the way the buildings are aligned, the way the buildings sleep. I'm like, oh my God.
No, it's crazy. And they're still building. They'll keep building. There's, I don't know how they see, like I was saying, that the architecture here, the architectures here, they're on a different game. I was saying, anybody who is studying architecture back in Nigeria, my country, that I don't know, maybe they should just forget about it, because what these guys are building here, I don't know, I'm not sure if they're teaching them that in school there right now in Nigeria, because
UAE is very daring.
They are daring. Very daring. Yeah, they push themselves, and the fact that they don't make noise.
No.
They don't make noise. No. You hardly see these guys on TV talking or something.
We don't even know the people.
You don't even.
We don't even know them, but they're just building structures. I'm telling you.
And people,
they're busy building.
People work morning till night here. Morning, night. You would come, you see a bridge being structured to start like building. The next day you come, the bridge is open for you to pass.
Yeah, they are like now.
Like the way we walk in Dubai. The way we walk.
Actually, I told somebody that I think that Dubai has 8 hours a day. To me, I kind of feel like that, because things are so fast here.
No.
See, when I was in Cameroon, right, 24 hours to me feels like 64 hours. Oh my God. I'm like, it's still 2 a.m. But here, no. Before you discover it, people are waking up the next day. You're like, wait, I just woke up.
For me, it was a bit, for us, myself and my husband, it it was not so different because the city that we're coming from in Nigeria
It's fast.
is fast. It's Lagos. It's the
yeah,
commercial
Lagos.
city of Nigeria. So it's a busy place.
Yeah.
So that was why Dubai was just perfect.
Yeah.
So perfect.
And
Just
the
that.
internet is so fast. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
this, it was just a more advanced
Yeah.
city, than Lagos. But they really look alike actually.
Yeah,
they
do.
closely
I've
resemble.
been to Lagos once.
Yeah, they closely
Ikoyi Island. I've been there
Ikoyi,
once.
yeah, Ikoyi
Yeah.
on the island.
Yeah.
The environment provides unique opportunities and challenges for photographers. Can you share some of those challenges and opportunities so far all through your journey in your
Let
career?
me start with the challenges. The thing is, if you come to Dubai and you're new as a photographer, it's very, very it can be painful in the sense that when you scroll on Instagram, you see what other photographers are doing. It can really depress you.
Wow.
To be honest. And that's one thing that I struggle with at the beginning of my career here. I'll be seeing these guys who'll be shooting these models, they'll be doing all these crazy things. And then, it got to a point I feel like, do I have to block them? Or because, like, seriously, you understand? And I started going and texting people. I say, hey, I want to shoot you for free. Because, actually nobody knew me. To get my phone, I had to shoot for free. And they're like, they come, they're like, oh, this guy has 10 followers. No, we can shoot for you. Right?
Like the way this followers thing.
No, it's a big deal here.
It's
Please,
a
don't even
big
play
deal,
with these
this
people.
following.
Yeah, and it's very important. I'm not. It's sad that that's how the world is now. But what to do?
But this is what it is.
Yeah, this is what it is. And what I discovered was this. This is something that I would do if I move in here now. If I move in here now, if I'm living in a bed space, because I was staying in a bed space, I'll first of all start shooting all my bed space mates. I'll be taking them, because if you bring your pictures from Africa and you show them that you want to work with them, they will not think that you can do it.
Yeah.
It's first of all, it's going to be like, are you a scammer? How can you be having African pictures and you want me to book you? Do you understand? So I started taking my bed space mates. We go to environments that are not too far, but that you can see Dubai. We started shooting in there. I started shooting. Now they are posting, and then their friends are seeing it, and then they start asking who shot, and then they send me, and then they start paying 100. I start shooting them, and then now those people now start affording transportation to go to like the downtowns Dubai. Then we go there. We start taking pictures there. Then now their other friends are seeing it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then from there now, when I start reaching out to people that, hey, I want us to shoot, they'll be like, okay, let's try. Some will say no, and some started saying yes. Okay. And then it got to a point that I discovered that if you want to shoot somebody, after having a portfolio of these free people you have been shooting, look for somebody that is their friend, that they comment on their pictures a lot, and go and shoot them for free. When you shoot them for free, but you have to do an amazing job, please.
Wow.
Please.
See the business
You
sense.
understand? When you shoot them for free now with that amazing job, when they post, that person that you want will ask them that, who shot this picture? And then they'll say you. Definitely they must have tagged you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you could actually do free stuff, but you have to target the free. Do you understand? So that it doesn't waste. Because
The streets of Instagram.
Yes. And you see, they'll contact you.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, oh my God, they contacted me. But if you go direct to those people, they'll not even want to talk to you.
They don't answer you. These were some of the challenges that you faced. That getting clients, you had to get into the
You
chat,
have to start shooting free.
and
And then check
and
out
stuff.
the comment section, see who is commenting more.
Yeah.
And if you see the person that is commenting on that person, and the person has a good portfolio or they have a good following, you want to shoot them. You need to shoot this person that they comment on their things a lot, so that they can see you. You get yourself in front of them.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we've talked about the unique opportunities that the environment offer photographers in the UAE. We've talked about the challenges that also come with it, especially in the early beginnings.
Yeah.
Are there still like challenges that you face still until now? But definitely not as much as in the beginning.
Yeah, definitely. It's like the challenges now, they are different from the ones I used to face in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like before, when it comes to access, like going to locations,
Yeah, true.
transportation is very, very expensive in UAE. And that's been something that it really bothered me a lot because I had to carry these equipments. I have, you know how it is,
UAE is not
lights and
easy.
everything.
UAE is not
And I'll be
easy.
hopping from metro to metro, from bus to bus. I remember one time during Christmas, I rented some lights at Gearbox. It's one place. It's really nice. You can go rent stuff there. And then I was getting into the metro, and the crowd during Christmas around the Burj Khalifa. Oh my God.
Whoa.
The back was literally stuck outside of the metro and the door closed.
What?
See, I was fighting to open the door, and thank God the guys that were in the metro, they helped me to force the door open. And then I brought the parking. I was like, oh my God. So I really think that having a car is very, very important.
It's very important in Dubai, in UAE, once you arrive. But some Africans would feel that's you spending so much money. That's one of the easiest way to go broke.
No, it's
But
not
trust
that.
me,
I mean,
you don't understand how much you're saving.
I used to spend like 4,000 dirhams a month on taxi alone.
Can you imagine?
So it's like, how much am I making?
Almost
Everything was going on into
Shit.
taxi. And now if I put 100 dirhams in my car I can use it for a couple of days, maybe even a week. But 100 dirham is like just from my home to the location, and then maybe another 100 back. That's money that I've spent already in a day.
Yeah.
And then imagine that I'm shooting maybe 3 shoots in a day. I had to pay taxi to go to all of these locations. So what do you mean by it's more economical to be taking taxi than having there's no luxury about having a car.
It's crazy. How we've talked about how the lightings, natural lights, the lightings exuding. Is it exuding?
It's bouncing
off from the
surfaces,
the building.
the
You're having
buildings.
all the lights around you. You've like given a bit of how it influences your photography, because what I wanted to know was how does the lighting, the climate, and time of the year influence your work?
Oh my God, that's serious, because here in the summer it's really hot.
Yeah.
Like especially July, and then it's humid when it's August. So when you stay in the AC and you're doing a photo shoot indoors, then if the client says let's go outside and take some pictures outside, so when you go outside, the camera, the lens is going to fog up because of the humidity. So you have to wait for the temperature of the environment to synchronize with the camera, for the camera to synchronize with the temperature of the environment. Then the fog is going to clear off, then you can keep shooting. And then there's some times that if you go to the desert during the summer, you can just meet a lot of fog. Like sometimes you want to do like sunrise shoot. Sunrise shoots, I always love them, but with time I discovered that it's more challenging, because sometimes, one time I went to the place at 5:30 a.m. and there was fog from 5:30 a.m. to about 10 a.m. in the morning. So we didn't shoot sunrise, we had to shoot like in the middle of the sun. But I prefer sunset, because when you go for sunset, of course it's always busy, there are always people moving around, but with AI you can always get people out of the pictures.
Yeah.
But the earth cools down. But in the morning the earth starts getting warmer and hotter and brighter. Because you two don't also want too much sun.
Yeah.
Because the person will be squinting, and then they'll be sweating, and it's going to ruin the makeup. So sunsets to me is much better.
Wow.
That's what I think.
Wow.
For all these years I've been shooting here. I've been shooting since 2018 here. And it's 2024, right?
Yeah.
So sunset to me, it's recently that I discovered that sunset. And then sunrise is very difficult because for people to wake up at that time of the day. Some people don't like to wake up that early. So sunset is a good way to be able to counteract this, But when it's too hot, that's a very big problem. You don't want to go shoot out in the desert when it's too hot. The sun is too hot, the soil is too hot, the environment is too hot, and then they start sweating. Do you know what it means to go and be editing sweat from somebody's clothes? It's almost like you're rebuilding the fabric from the armpit area, right? Yeah. So those are things that...
Is it even possible though?
Yeah, it's possible, but it takes
Wow,
hours,
but it
and
takes
nobody's going
time.
to pay you extra. So during the summer, it's
For the
preferable
extra
to
time.
shoot in the
Timing is
studio.
so key in UAE.
Yeah, because the person's not going to pay you for extra editing time.
Yeah.
So I always advise my clients, like, please, during the summer, let's do indoors. So if you are here, it's better to have like various studios that you can go rent and use. okay, if you want to have your own home studio, that's fine. But the reason I like to work with other people's studios is that they have different backdrops. They have different setups. Some of them are so beautiful. And then just imagine when somebody reaches out to me, I always ask them, what are you wearing? Then I could look at what they're wearing and then propose the studios that the backgrounds could go with the stuff they're wearing. So that also takes away too much headache from the client, because when they come to you, those are things that you should know,
Yeah.
right? So you should know a little bit of styling and also of background. Remember that when colors clash, then the images look flat. So if the person is wearing a red gown, you don't want to propose a studio that has a red stuff all around the place, then
Yeah.
they blend into the environment. Sometimes it's nice, monochromatic. That's different, depends on your intention. But it's always nice to ask them to send pictures of what they're wearing. Then now you can propose the studio locations for them to pick. And then some studios, you always have to ask them, when do you have less traffic, like on the
Yeah,
road?
those
Because
kind of-
last week I did a shoot and we went to, the studio was in Jebel Ali, and the time for the shoot was 5 to 7. And when I left my home and I got on the road, I was in traffic for 2 hours on one spot. Because in
What?
Jebel Ali, that's when the trucks were passing, the big cars were passing. The client had to, I was driving this way, they were coming from this way to do a U-turn. So I had to wait on the other side. The client had to leave, cross, come into my car before we went for the shoot.
Oh
So
my
also ask
God.
the studio, like, when is there less traffic on the road? That's something that
Yeah.
I learned last week.
Wow.
Yeah.
You would have to. Is that something they would know about? Well,
Yeah, because
This
there are people that
place-
come.
this place, businesses are open to almost do everything for you.
Mm-hmm.
They see the importance of information. Anything the client wants to know,
Mm-hmm.
they are very available to give you that information. So, is there a problem when you ask them? Is there traffic
I didn't
on the
ask
way
them.
to you?
Yeah, I didn't ask them. And then they told me. And then my client said
Wow.
that they will not tell you because they want you to pay. Yeah, it's kind of tricky. I know that they want the business.
Yeah.
But still ask. And minus that, maybe if you check on Google Maps, you might see
You
times
do,
of the days.
yeah.
You know, I don't know, you know Waze, right? It's
Waze.
like, Waze is like also a navigation application
Oh,
that I
no.
use. So Waze can
I only
also
know
tell
Google
you.
Map.
No, yeah, Waze can also like tell you
Wow.
if you go to Waze and you put your time of arrival, it could actually tell you if it's going to be busy on the road. So always check out for those things.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about ways.
Yeah, Waze is, yeah, I discovered it not long ago as well.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So that would mean that, in a nutshell, we've talked about all challenges that, as a photographer,
There's
you would
more,
have
but-
faced here. Is there like any specific challenge that, as your a photographer, you have faced in the
Yeah.
UAE that you haven't mentioned yet? That maybe is important that the viewer who wants to go onto this path would learn. Maybe coming to the UAE
Yeah,
to start the career.
Yeah, I think that if you are able to do like a test shoot, okay, because many times I used to have clients that come to me, they write to me, and then they look at the packages, and then they're like, "No, it's too expensive." Okay, so what I started doing was, if you contact me, I would just say, you know what, let's do a test shoot, free of charge. That's if you can afford it. You understand? And that's if I really want to work with the client, because some clients, you know, you really don't want to work with them because it depends on the idea. Sometimes some ideas are so boring to me
Yeah.
that I just like, no, I don't want to do this. Okay, if I really want to shoot with them, I just say, okay, let's do a free test shoot. When I go for the free test shoot, I come guns blazing. I bring the best lights. You know, I do the best settings. And when I'm done from that free shoot, when I go, oh my God, you're calling me. Even if I tell you it's how many thousand, you're like, let's go for
So
it.
it's like a consultation.
Yes.
Pre-testing is like a
Yes.
consultation
Consultation.
for other
Yes.
businesses.
It sounds like it's free, but trust me, the return, it's not going to work 100% all the time, but it works a lot of the time.
But well, we hope to see you get to the stage where you have to charge for free testing.
Yeah.
Where you have to charge for
Amen.
testing. Because consultation, people charge for consultation
Yeah.
in other businesses. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah, so we
That's
hope
true.
to see
At the
where
end of
when
the
you
day-
get there. Yeah.
At the end of the day, everybody has their business model.
Yeah, everybody has their business model.
that's just
So
I think that's one of the things that I really faced here. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I could have like 5 people write to me and none of them
none of them
shooting.
gets back.
So when I started bringing that up, I started getting more bookings, and then of
Wow.
course word of mouth, you know. And then you can also like you can also tell them if they propose you a client and the client finally shoots you can give them like a 10% discount. So these are things that keep them returning as well. There's just so much.
Wow. So you turn your clients into affiliate marketers.
Yeah, and they love it. I mean, people love free stuff.
I
10% discount. They're like, oh my god, I can't wait to get that 10%.
Wow.
Yes. Sometimes
Wow.
clients come to me. They love my work so much that the budget is kind of low, and I still shoot with them because I know that they're going to bring me the higher paying clients.
Wow.
There's just so much.
This is
We're gonna
crazy.
talk about it
Like,
on this podcast.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, this one blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like, you tell them that if you bring someone,
Yes.
you have like a
Don't bring
10%.
it.
You
Yes,
turn
that's
these
free
people
marketing.
into affiliate marketers. Oh.
Yes, and they're making money, right? I mean, they're saving money. You're making money.
It's remaining for you to have an app. So,
Yeah.
so it's just there, like when you click using my name,
Yeah.
you just get a discount.
Yeah.
You just get a discount.
Yeah. Definitely.
This is crazy, man. Dubai brought all this business
Oh my god.
acumen. Is that what they
See.
say in English?
See, you know, the crazy thing is this, right? That's why I keep saying that Dubai is the dad that I never had to me, in the sense that because of that, I have to find ways to make it work. I have to find ways to make it happen, and that's why I was telling you earlier that I love books.
Yeah.
You know, so I read a lot of books. There's this book by Alex Hormozy. It's called $1 Million Offers.
$1 million offers.
Yeah, that book is a must for anyone who is starting a business and they want to get into, making real money. There's also $1 million there's $1 million offers, and there's also $1 million, I don't remember, but there are two different books that I'm reading and I'm getting so much from them. There's also Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. Persuasion. If you read Persuasion, actually it teaches you, like, okay, one of the challenges I had was packaging. When I meet a client, I'm like, hey, this is what you need, this is what you have to pay for it. They're like, nah. People love choice. People love choice.
So give them choice.
So what I did was I split my package. Instead of one, I split it into 3.
Wow.
And then I made sure that my lower tier package is almost as expensive as my mid tier package, but has lower things.
Wow.
So nobody wants to go for more money and less options. So they prefer to go for more than more money and more options. You understand?
Yeah.
And then I have the top of the package. So I'm giving them choice.
Wow.
You understand? And then I also make it in such a way that the middle package I want to sell, I put on it popular. Which means that everybody goes for this.
Yeah, like
so it helps their decision making.
When you're shopping on this shopping apps, when
it helps
they
their
put
decision making.
it does, because if like maybe I want to order for a snack and I see that best selling, I want to click on the best selling.
Hello.
Wow, like, man, this thing is psychology.
Yes, it is.
Like
it's not power. It's not power. Like, how many people can you shoot? Do you know, when I came here, I was shooting. Yes, sometimes I would shoot like 5 people in a day, and I'll come back home like maybe 1,000 dirham. 5 people, 1,000 dirham. That's crazy. Carrying lights, carrying this. You're in the sun. You're spending for taxi. You come back home, you're only like 1,000 dirham. You have kids. You have to pay school fees.
Shit.
You have to take care of yourself. You understand? So Dubai made it in such a way that I had to start reading books. And that's one thing I want to encourage your viewers.
Yeah.
That they should try to check, like, these books I'm
Listen.
talking about. There'll be so much there. They'll be so shocked. And these are secrets that big companies are using.
Voila.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, indeed.
Thank you so much for these insights,
Of
because
course.
they have been amazing. I'm so happy.
Yeah, me too. I'm really happy to share.
Let's move on to our next point of discussion. I think our next point of discussion, you touched it a bit, because you talked about diversity earlier on. Because I wanted to ask how diversity influences your style of photography. Like, is there anything unique about it? Like, how the diverse cultures in the UAE influences like photographic styles and subjects?
Yeah, I think that the good thing about UAE is UAE has like about 100 and how many different nationalities.
It's a lot.
It's a
maybe
lot.
up to 200, maybe.
Yes. So I shoot different skin tones.
Yeah.
Like light skin. So it gives me the opportunity to be able to like try these various skin tones and learn how to shoot them, how to light them, and how to edit them.
Yeah.
Whereas back home in my country, I was mostly shooting the dark tone,
Darker tones.
darker
Yeah.
tones. So that diversity made me to up my game. I had to learn how to shoot people with
Wow.
like light skin, and trust me, it's really been a game changer for me. Like seriously. So now I can shoot any skin tone. Doesn't
Wow.
matter if you're red, black, white. I can do it, and I can nail it so well. So it actually gave me the opportunity to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are there like specific Emirati events that like you've attended before, or that like it's a good target for a photographer to look out for to go?
Oh
Is
my
there
God.
anyone in your radar?
See, if you want to meet, like you want to go to events and do stuff, right? If you go to the Dubai World Trade Center, they always have events that they always do. Some of them are free events.
Yeah,
If you go to these events, you meet a lot of people.
yeah.
A lot. There's a website, meetup.com.
Meetup.com.
If you go to meetup.com, people always have this, they always organize these meetups. Some of them are free, some of them are paid.
Yeah.
If you go to the free ones and you want to meet photographers, if they're having an event, if you go there, you meet other photographers. And remember that those photographers, they know things.
Yeah.
You understand? That's one website that I always like, it's underrated. Like if you move to Dubai, if you're doing nails, hair, whatever you're doing, just go there and check the meetups that are happening. If you go there, it's even faster. Why? Because if you stay in your home, the people that you interact with in your home, maybe they're not into these things that you're into.
Yeah.
But then these people that are into these things, they're on this website and they're planning to meet at this coffee shop. Jesus, man. Even if they're paying 20 dirham, 50 dirham, go there, meet them. You understand? Like minds.
Yeah.
And then from there, maybe they might have a gig and they'll be like, okay, have this gig come. You understand? So I think that that's one thing that made me to grow. Though I didn't use meetup.com, but that's something that I'll use if I move into Dubai right now.
Yeah, that's one of
you
the
understand?
medium
And then also
you
check
use.
the Dubai World Trade Center to see the events that are coming up. And just check events that are coming up online. There's always things in Sharjah, also other
Yeah,
Emirates.
different stuff happening.
Yes, where if you go there, you meet diverse people and different ideas.
Are there any specific Emirati architecture that strikes you in photography, like that inspires you, that like I don't know, that you
Yeah.
love or something?
I don't really know one, but I really love Asif.
I'll see
I'll
here
see
because you
old
talk.
Dubai.
As if I knew that you were going to talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, because it's like wow. You know when you used to watch the movies, the Jesus movies back in the days.
It's like that kind of set design.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, it's
so it
just
would be beautiful
amazing.
for a movie then.
Yeah, of course. It will
Wow.
be. It will be.
I will check it up. I don't think I know it.
Yeah.
What about festivals or events that are unique to photographers that you guys always look up to in a year?
Yeah, there's this event, the Melt Middle East. It's in Abu Dhabi. It's by Steve Harvey.
Oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I've been there twice.
Yeah,
was
I saw
there
it on
yet
your
for
Instagram.
and last year, and I'm always looking forward to that. Though it's always I don't know, to get invited is almost impossible.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so hard. So Lisa Milan, one of the real housewives of Dubai, she's the one that always invites me to this
Wow.
event. You know, and it's crazy because when you go there, there's no crowd. You just meet only celebrities. Like celebrities are more than normal people. That was mind-boggling to me when I walked into that
It was
place. I walked in, I saw Akon. I was like,
What?
oh my god. And then I don't even know their names because I don't watch a lot of TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I know this face, I know this face, I know this face. And they're just there. And then now the people now that are instead coming there are few, and the celebrities are so many. I go, I talk to this guy, talk to this one, talk to the one, take pictures, and it's just, to me, that's like one of the highest events that I always look forward to go to, because Steve Harvey always brings amazing people.
Wow.
Like, you cannot even talk to all of them. They're just too many.
So is it like a talk show?
No,
Or
it's like
meet and greet kind of thing?
it's almost like a meet and greet, but
Or a
it's,
workshop?
no. It's like a fundraising that he does for
fun.
his he does a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he always does fundraising for, I don't remember if it's orphanages or what. So these people always come there. So they always do this golf tournament.
Yeah.
So the proceeds that come from it, he use it as a charitable cause for, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So most of those big names, they always come there. So to me, that's the biggest. The other one that I went to was the Atlantis Royale.
Yeah.
The opening of Atlantis Royale. That one, I was blown away.
That one
like
was
till
amazing.
today, I don't know everybody that was there, but if you check my website, danephotography.com, I have a page. It's written there, celebrities. If you go there, you see a lot of celebrities that I met. Maybe you guys even know that. I don't even know them. And then the crazy part is one of them, I was at his after party. The guy, Liam Payne, the guy who passed away.
Oh yeah,
One of the
from
One
the
Direction
group, yeah.
Yeah, I was chilling with that guy at his after party, and then they were telling me about him. I was like, what? And then it's crazy because sometimes I meet these people are like starstruck, and then I'm not starstruck, and then I'm like, do I have to be starstruck?
Because you're also a celeb, that's why.
You understand?
That's
so
why.
it's just confusing.
It's inborn.
See, I met a Nigerian celebrity, right? And then I don't know how she got to me, but she got to me. And then I walked into the hotel room. And then I was setting up everything. And then the makeup artist was there. And then the makeup artist kept looking at her. And then she asked the makeup artist, do you know who I am? The makeup artist, she asked us. And the makeup artist was like, oh my God, are you I don't want to call her name. She was like, yeah. She was freaking out. And then I said, oh, okay. I also have to freak out. Oh my God, it's you.
You also have to pretend.
She was looking at me. Bro, she was looking at me like this guy, you know, if you who said, you understand? I was like, oh, it's you! Wow! Oh my God! Like, I'm sorry, no offense, but man, the celebrities are too many. Like, bro, you understand? You don't know every celebrity in every country, also, right? So please, people should even give me a break now. Like, oh my God! I had to just freak out in front of her, and she was so happy, and I was like, oh my God! But my wife knows them. That's the funny part. She's like, you met this person. You don't know this person. I was like, no. Like, so to me, I think it kind of helps me because then I just make it up. I call my work, I do what I have to do, right? Yeah. And then I go, I keep it professional. Yeah. So it's kind of a good and a bad thing, but it works for me though. Yeah.
Can you walk us through just a bit, a summary of your creative process from concept to execution on a day that you have work?
Yeah. Okay, let's say I just want to start like from like when the client reaches out to me.
Yeah.
I always make sure that I don't talk too much. Because when you talk too much, you can confuse people in a lot of information. Remember that you are the photographer, you are the expert. They don't know all these vocabularies. So I try to keep it simple. Hey, hi, how are you? I need your packages. I don't give the packages straight up because when you do that, there's no connection. I try to create a human connection. Yeah. Then I go forward. I say, okay, can you give me a location and a date that you have in mind? So I'm trying to build rapport with them.
Yeah.
And then when they tell me the location and the date, then now I go and check my schedule to make sure that it's available. And then after that, I ask them, okay, what do you intend to wear? Can you send me some phone pictures?
Yeah.
When they send the phone pictures, then I start proposing locations. Now it's building more rapport.
Yeah.
You understand? Sometimes they might ask about my family or might ask about their family or how they are doing, or is this your first time coming to Dubai if they are coming from out? And then it softens the conversation. Yeah. By the time I'm sending the packages, it doesn't come off like selling. You understand? And then now they look at the packages and then they go for the one they want. And then when they pick the locations, I reach out to the locations. If I need to ask for the permit, I ask for the permit.
Yeah.
If they need to do it, I get them to do it. And then from the locations, I go to Pinterest. I check out the various...
Pinterest is still important.
Yeah, very important. Oh my God, it's very important. I go to Pinterest. I try to see like what other people did in that kind of location. It might not be the same thing. Wow. And then now I create a mood board. Wow. And then...
So Pinterest is that useful in UAE?
Yes. Oh my God, what are you talking about? It's so useful. Very, very useful. And then I look at the colors, I look at the styles, and then I share the mood board with them. Okay, and then they look at the mood board, and then now we do a Zoom session or a Google Meet, and then we can speak about the various poses, the various concepts, the various ideas, and then also wait to get input from them because I don't make it all about me because it's their events that I'm trying to cover. Yeah. And then from there now we set up the date. Of course, the date has been set, the time, the location, and then I get to the location. Now I try to memorize the poses because sometimes they don't have the time. And then when I get to the location, I have the Pinterest open on my phone. Yeah. I look at the pose and then I pose them. Some of them, they're really good. They just start posing and then I take the shots. Wow. And then from there, I come back. Of course, when I take the pictures, I have to show them from the back of the camera. Yeah. Like right now, I have a tablet that I shoot wirelessly. It goes, the JPEGs go to the low resolution, goes to the tablet. I show them so that we are on the same page, because you don't want to take the pictures and then just tell that everything is good, and then now you get home, you send it to them and they say, no, I don't like it. That has happened to me before. So I try to avoid that. I try to show them. You understand?
Whoa.
And then from there, when I get home, I use WeTransfer to send them the pictures. Actually, I'm using WeTransfer Pro because it has an option where you can send the pictures, then they can just favorite the pictures by liking it, and then it will update on the cloud, so that they don't have to send the pictures again to me. Then I'll just go copy the file names, and then I'll put them on the software, and then I'll start working on the pre-production, which is like the raw files.
Yeah.
And then from there, I move to Photoshop. I start retouching them, and then I send it, get feedback from them if they need any updates. So that's why photography should not be cheap.
It shouldn't be cheap.
It shouldn't. There's just so much.
People don't just understand how important these things are. Seriously. I mean, the service, what's it called? The ones who need the service.
Yeah,
they
that's
just
why it's
think
important.
it's simple.
That's why I think it's important to always educate them. Sometimes
Yeah.
I do that. Sometimes I have to educate them. Somebody will come and tell me that this is how much I have, and I'm like, wait, you want to pay me this much to do this, do this, do this, do this? Then okay, no, maybe that's too small. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So because in the beginning, I used to almost get angry, but I'm like, they don't know.
They don't know,
They
actually,
don't.
honestly.
You know.
They don't know. They don't know the work that goes into this.
And if you don't educate them, how do you want them to pay you for the service? Yeah. So that's pretty much.
So it means that it's through the vision of your client.
Yeah.
That it's through there. You derive the story you want to tell through the photo.
Yes,
you're
because it has
taking.
to. I always make sure that it is maybe almost 100% them. I'm just bringing my skills to give them what they want in a better way.
Yeah.
You understand? But some clients can come and tell you that, you know what, I don't know what I want, give me something.
So you just create a story.
Yes, you can create now
from
for
your
them. Yes.
vision.
Yes. So that's also another option. Though it can be tricky because they might end up not liking it. Oops.
But there's always a story in a picture.
Always.
A story.
Like for example.
Is it always pre-planned?
Yeah, I of course I have to, because if they come and you don't like I talked about the mood board and everything, and telling the story.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you going to do there? Are you just going to take them standing? No, you cannot do that. And then all the pictures are going to look the same.
Yeah.
So if they're changing the dress, I already know that, okay, if we use this background, now we need to move to this other background or this other location.
Yeah.
And then we have to shoot it differently. If they were sitting down in this dress, I cannot be taking them to the next dress and they're still sitting down. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's going to look like different clothes, same pose. Oh my God. You don't want to do that.
It's awful.
Yeah.
How do you stay creative to avoid burnout? In Dubai, that there is no sleeping, there's high competition.
Yeah. Oh my God. This question is not so easy to answer.
No, the market is too competitive in UAE.
Yeah,
so how
it
do you
is.
avoid burnout?
Well, the thing is, I used to get a lot of burnouts before when I was really trying to get my foot in the game, okay? And then now that at least I'm somewhere, in it, what I try to do is that I try to, when I come back, like weekends, I really try to spend time with my family.
Yeah.
You understand? Like the kids, I always try to, because my wife, she has off in the weekend, so I try to spend more time with her and the kids. And in that way, I'm focusing my mind on something else. You understand?
Yeah.
And then it gives me the time to breathe in. You understand? To take a deep breath again, and then get back to it. And then I don't watch a lot of tutorials nowadays because it can be overwhelming. You understand? What I do is I can take a particular tutorial and a style that I like, and I can rewatch it over and over, try to recreate it. Because if I start from that, it's just like scrolling on Instagram. If you're scrolling on Instagram, you see something you like. If you don't stay on it, your mind now starts moving and saying that, okay, check another. By the time you discover it, you have deviated from the initial thing that you really liked. And then you end up using so much time. That can cause burnout. And then you start feeling like you're not good enough. I'm not good enough. You understand?
Yeah.
But meanwhile, if you take that one thing, you sit with it, you try to understand it, and then you start recreating it, you could actually get energy from it because you start seeing results. But you cannot start something and then you get not even halfway, you drop it, and then you move to the next thing. You're going to burn out.
Yeah.
You will definitely burn out. So that's something that I was suffering with in the beginning of my career. But now Like if somebody comes to me and say, please, I really need tutorial on this, and I will send them a tutorial link and said, watch only this tutorial. Just download it. Don't watch any other tutorial because you're going to be confused. Remember that everybody has a way that they take pictures. You understand? Yeah. So just pick one that you really like, that inspires you, and stick with it. You understand? So feed your focus on that one and starve your distractions from the other ones.
So one at a time.
Yes, just take one at a time. That's what I do, and it helps me to stay motivated as well.
That's amazing. A bit of the technical aspects in photography.
Okay.
What are your favorite gears?
Oh yeah. That, you know, when I got the Canon 5D Mark II, I got Canon 5D Mark II is a 2008 camera. I used it until 2022 or 23. And the images I was creating was mind-blowing.
Wow.
So when you talk about gears, I just want to give a huge disclaimer. It will not always be about gears. It will always be about the carpenter and not the hammer and the nail.
Preach.
So, but if you really want to get into gears, I'm using a Sony A7R4 now, and it's not a perfect camera, but it's good. It does the job. There are better cameras than that. I'm very, very sure of that. And I don't want to say, oh, I want to get, like you said, there's no end to this.
No.
There will always be the latest camera, the best camera, the this, the that, the this, the that. But I'm using Sony, and most of the people I know use Sony.
Yeah.
And I think Sony A7 III is a very, very nice camera. I really think so, because the noise in the A7 III is less. It's less noise, and I think that it's a very good hybrid camera for pictures and videos. Like when it comes to focusing, the way it follows the face, it's crazy. It nails it almost all the time for pictures and videos. My camera is very good for pictures. When it comes to video, my camera is not the best. So A7 III, and A7 III is very affordable. I think so. You understand? So that's a camera that if somebody wants to get in and they want to have a camera they can use for a very long time, I'll say that they should get the A7 III.
So what are your favorite tools that you rely on in your work?
Yeah, my lenses. Definitely.
Your lenses?
Yeah, see, I have a 16 to 35 f2.8 Sony lens because I can shoot wide and I can shoot close. Okay. And 85 millimeter lens is also what I have. It's very nice for portraits and it gives the blurry background that I told you about. And then I also have a 35 millimeter f1.2 Sigma lens. That lens is so expensive. It cost me like 5,000 dirhams for that lens. And I love that lens so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. That lens is like the top of my lenses. But it's not wide. But I love it because I can shoot in low light. You understand? And most of these events that I go to, the lighting is always candlelit. It always feels like it's candlelit, right? So when I go there, I can have very nice pictures and very nice videos, and I don't need to be crazy about lighting. Yeah, you don't have to really noise, carry extra. Yeah. That's the thing. Like I have like this this V1 flash that I have, and then I have this bounce on it, and then I go with it. That's it. But I'll advise you that if you want to get a lens, it's always good to get a lens that is like f2.8, or 1.8 or 1.4, because if you get an f4 lens, it has more noise, and the way it interprets colors, I don't think it's really that good. I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but I'm saying from my experience, the f4 lenses, the color interpretation to me is not really that good. But the f1.8, f2.8, f1.4, f1.2, they're really good. But at least f2.8 is good, and then always try to have a trigger for your lights. I don't put the camera flash on the camera. I have a trigger that triggers it Bluetooth. So I can hold the flash, I can put it off camera. And in that way, the light hits the subject from the other side so that it looks more 3D than if the light hits the subject from the front, then they look one with the environment. It's like, it looks like you plaster them to the... There's no separation there's no
from
contrast.
The image, and the background.
So if you have like a flashlight from the side, it like has the half shadow on this side. It's nice. It looks really nice.
Why do you guys always do just 3D though? What, you guys can't do 5D?
Oh my god, I don't even know what that means. No, me, I'm good where I am right now. I'm not going beyond that. Maybe our generations to come, maybe the people that
They'll
come up
think-
will be doing 5D.
They'll
But
think, oh,
yeah.
wait, aren't we in 5 dimension?
Yeah.
Five, 3D is
Yeah,
3 dimension, right?
Yeah, I think.
Then
yeah.
how would a 5 dimension mean? 3D is supposed to like capture. I don't know. There's shadow. There's forehead. There will be shadow on one side of the face. There will be light on the forehead. Maybe
I'm not good on
sure.
this subject. To be honest. This is. I'm not.
No. When it comes to like the photography, the way you bounce the light, you said.
Okay. You're talking about that.
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, when it comes to that, yeah.
3D, right?
Yeah, from the side. But from the front, it's going to be 2D. It's going to feel like a 2D image. But from the side, it's going to look like
A 3D.
image.
So I'm now
brings-
asking, why can't we do 5D? How would it look? Let's imagine it.
Oh my God. I think my
It's
brain
not
is going
imaginable.
it's going to hurt my brain to even try to imagine that, because even 4D, I don't. What's that?
Maybe we're in the 5th dimension. All those things relate. Everything connects.
Yeah, that's
3D, 3 dimension,
true. Yeah.
4D, 4th dimension.
I think maybe in the dream world is people maybe the photographer.
I think I've heard some people say in dream world like that's the 4th dimension. I don't know how. I'm not so good in that subject.
Well, but when
either.
when it comes to things like dreams, I kind of know a lot about dreams, because one thing I discovered about dreams is that in a dream state, that's where, like the Bible says, that as you think you become.
Yeah.
In the dream state, it actually is as you think you become, because in the dream state, you don't need to travel. If you think about your home, you're home.
Yeah.
You think you become. If you think about people, they are there. You understand? That's why in the
So
dream
then-
state, there's no space and time. That's why you could nap for 5 minutes and then wake up and feel like 1 hour has gone. Because there's no space and time in the
True.
dream world. You have experienced that, right?
I get what you mean.
Yeah. So that is, it's just mind blowing. And there have been times that I've got inspirations from my dreams.
Yeah.
That I've actually dreamt about something, woke up and then tried it, and I'm like, oh my God. And there's this other kind of dream, it's called lucid dream, where you're aware that you're dreaming.
Yeah.
That's also another space that a lot of people get a lot of creative ideas from, but I think lucid dream is something that everybody can do, but we are too distracted with paying bills, with what's happening now, who's trending.
Exactly.
So
We're
we've
just
forgotten about this natural things that God created
that
us with.
happened. We're too. That's it. We're too distracted.
Yeah,
That's why.
especially in Dubai. Oh my God, man! In Dubai, when you leave your home and somebody invites you to come for an event, you're like, oh, because you have to think about what to wear. Maybe you have to go and buy the dress to wear, and then maybe you have to take off from your job. See, if somebody invites
It's
you to come to
crazy.
their thing in this Dubai and they come, please respect them.
Respect them.
Because it's not easy.
It's not.
And then
so
when you go to the
busy.
mall to buy a dress, you might end up buying a dress, shoes, necklace, and then you might end up even eating.
It's not easy.
The distractions are wild.
It's wild. So how
crazy.
would people have time to lucid dream?
I'm telling you.
But so then in essence we can say that dreams are real. It's a real place. It's existing, isn't it?
Yeah, to me, I feel like we are dreaming all the time. I feel like this is also a dream. But this is an awake
So who is
dream.
dreaming the dream? That's the person I want to meet.
Yeah.
Who is dreaming this one now that we are? That me that is dreaming this one right now. That's the person I want to meet.
That's the thing about who you are, right? If I ask you that, who are you? You're going to tell me that your name is Martha, right? And then I'm like, but that's just a label. And then you're like, okay, I was born in Nigeria. I went to this place, and I'm married to. You understand? But that's just a story.
Yeah.
That's just an experience that you experienced. So are you trying to tell me that the you that was looking at the mirror when you were 10 years old is different from this you? No. That you has always been, there's always been a you that when you sleep at night, you don't dream. And then you wake up and it's like, I didn't dream about anything, it was blank. There was a you that experienced no dream. And there was also a you that experienced when you were dreaming. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that you is the one that you should be more interested in. That I
You
should
know?
be more interested in.
Yeah.
You understand? And that you has a characteristic. You understand? And that you is so mighty. It's just like the sun, right? The sun is shining everywhere. You understand? That you is like consciousness that is everywhere. But what happens is that since we are distracted, we take that consciousness and we put it to one thing. That's why you hear that somebody commits suicide. That consciousness now has been zoomed in on one thing that distracted on one thing, and then they commit the suicide. But if you find yourself in a situation and then you ask yourself, who is experiencing this thing? That can actually separate you from that experience. And then you know that this body, I'm renting it. The car, I'm renting the car. Because this body, we are actually renting it.
Yeah, it's
you
just
understand?
a machine.
And the thoughts that are in your mind, they are not your thoughts. No. Because people feel like our thoughts are us. No, it's not. Why? If your thought was you, you will know the next thought. But you don't know the next thought. You understand? And if your thought was you,
all right.
When you are walking on the way, are you thinking, I'm going to put my left leg, I'm going to put my right? No.
You just go.
That you is controlling all of these things.
You're programmed already.
You understand? You're programmed already. But the problem is this. When we experience life and something happens to us, we get stuck on it. That's when you zoom in that you, that essence onto that one thing. And it's like, I don't like this guy. I don't like people from this country. Then tomorrow, when you meet somebody from, not from that country, maybe wearing the same jeans that guy was wearing, you're going to go now to that old thing from your mind that was stuck in your brain, and then you start judging the person. That's why kids, the Bible says that unless you be a child, you cannot see the kingdom.
You cannot.
Because kids, they don't carry you. They're like, you beat me, we are
they
done.
See everything.
They see everything. They experience everything, but they let it pass.
They see everybody, they let it pass. And just
But
know
us,
how to,
you understand?
to act around you.
But us, we don't let it pass. We let it stay in there. It becomes depression. It becomes things, and then it shapes us. You understand? And the crazy part is that when you find yourself in a situation and then you want the solution from that situation, you go to your mind. Your mind is the sum total of your experiences, and your mind maybe has never experienced that thing before. And then you tell your mind, get on the job and let's fix this. And then your mind is like AI. If you write anything to AI, AI will give you a response. If you write anything in Google, it will give you a response. Your mind, you just have to say that, yes.
For me, I call our mind internal intelligence. You know, AI is artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
So our mind, to me, is internal intelligence.
Yes.
So for me, I feel that one is smarter than AI.
Yes, it is. It is.
But the thing is, AI is kind of like, you know, when so many brains put together.
It becomes one
Programming one thing, you know, it becomes one big brain.
Yeah.
So it's faster to produce.
Yeah. It just.
I haven't been to all the universities. I haven't studied all the.
But AI has done all of
you know, all the subjects. So
languages.
there's the kind of question you come and ask me. If I've not been exposed to it, I can't quickly give you an answer.
You need to go and do the research.
I need to do
But AI has
research.
access to it.
But AI has access to it.
And that's the scary part that you see sometimes.
Why is it scary?
No, the scary part is by the time they merge man and machine. Yeah, to me that's the scary part. Because now, first of all, technology was there on the screne, on the TV.
See, it has already happened. You see
Yeah,
yourself as that. They've merged consciousness to a machine, this body, this physical body.
That's what I'm saying.
So the robot is just a replica. So by the time they start
happen.
uploading data, a consciousness, human consciousness into the machine, what happens? And then the machine starts having a soul. It starts having emotions, right? Start feeling emotions, and then start asking, who am I?
You know, this topic is very scary. I don't want to talk about it.
It's spooky.
Very spooky because
guys, I'm going to film a whole video on this. Yeah, I'm going to film a whole video on this. It's something that I had planned, but you know, something came up. But it's crazy that it's even coming up in our discussion. I don't even know how we got here.
Yeah, me too. I don't know how we pivoted at this point.
It's been scheduled for one of my episodes, probably after this one. I'm going to go detailed in it.
There's just so much about it.
So much about it.
Yeah.
So do you believe that time machines exist?
Well, it could be because
the
crazy thing is The Matrix, the movie.
Yeah.
I think that The Matrix, the movie, is a documentary. That's what
Most films are documentary.
Yeah,
in fact, leave news and watch more films.
Yeah.
Films are a documentary. They are proper research. Not all films, definitely.
Not all.
Definitely.
Yeah.
but most films
Yeah.
are a documentary.
Yeah.
But it's just entertainment.
Back to
It's
the
just like
Future.
what we're doing.
You
It's
know, have you watched the
entertaining, but
movie
we are.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, I think
Back
so.
to the Future, most of the technology in Back to the Future
Yeah,
is
yeah,
now.
yeah. I've watched it.
And when you watch Back to the Future back then, it looked like it's film tricks. To me, I feel like most of these movies are called soft disclosures.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say that is because I'm sure that Apple has a phone now that if they show you the phone, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to have to go to a mental hospital. I think that they have that kind of phone by now. Do you know why I say
I'm
that?
sure of it.
I'm saying that because like the advancement of technology is crazy. You
I
understand?
know, right?
And the reason why I say soft disclosure is because if they came up with a tablet before they came up with the Nokia 3310, Jesus, man. I don't know how the human mind. I know the human mind will always
So, but
adapt.
don't you amaze yourself how the lens work? How are you able to capture a moment in time
Yeah, and freeze it.
and freeze
For
it?
eternity.
That's one of the reasons why my husband believes that there's time machine.
Yeah.
Because how are you a photographer able?
time.
You know what is the
Yeah,
lens?
freezing time.
What is a camera?
Yeah.
If it's not another form of
Yeah.
time machine.
Yeah, it is. It is. I just like you said, the movies are documentaries.
They are documentaries.
So,
And once you are aware of yourself, aware of where you are, aware of your world, you have an open mind. You would now know how to select
yeah,
movies to watch.
yeah,
But when you don't know yourself,
Just
you don't know who you are. You watch anything that
I
comes
watch-
your way. At
No,
the end
no.
of the day, it's
The
all
Bible says
entertainment.
that,
You are
like,
just
guide your
bored,
mind.
yeah?
Yeah, that you should guide your mind because out of it comes the issues of life. So to me, I'm very, very big on what I watch.
Why is this channel called Mind Medium?
Yeah,
Out of the mind, all of the problems. The root cause, the beginning and end of everything.
yeah.
Your mind
know-
is a medium.
You know what? When you said the problem, right? See, there is just like I was talking about. There's a characteristic of a you that has always been from birth.
Yeah.
You understand? The mind. That's why I said that your mind is not you. The reason why I said that is because when a situation happens and then let's say somebody has somebody didn't call them.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh my God, she has abandoned me. She has broken my heart. And then 2 days after the girl calls and said, hey, sorry, I didn't get back to you because today is our anniversary. I was planning something. Do you know what the mind says? Oh my God, she's amazing. Hello? You just said that she was shit. You understand? Do you understand? Now you've already jumped and now you're saying that she's an amazing person. You understand? And that's the thing that has made it such a way that I almost feel like, is there something wrong with our minds? That's it to me. I don't like
Maybe
to
something.
depend too much on my thoughts. You understand? Until at this point,
In the beginning was what?
was the word.
And the
And out
word
of the word.
was.
God.
So, where does the word come from?
Came from God, of course. Consciousness.
Where's consciousness? It
Consciousness
still has to go back to the mind, kind of like to
No.
thoughts,
Yeah, but
to thinking.
yeah, I know, but
Well, that's another subject for
Yeah.
another day. It's elaborate. You have to
you know what? You guys should, people should check out the book, The Untethered Soul.
Untethered Soul. Yeah,
Check
you
out the
talking.
book before
So
you
it's
do the
one
next
of the
episode.
books that inspired you in your journey.
Oh my God.
Untethered
Soul by Michael A.
Untethered
Singer.
Soul.
That book is gonna blow your brain. Anybody
I
that
will
is
check
listening
it
to
out.
this, that's watching this, please just go and check on audible.com, The Untethered Soul. You can buy the paperback if you want to,
Okay.
and just go through it. You'll be so amazed.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
go back to technicality of photography.
Yeah.
We've touched a bit of spirituality
Yes.
in photography. Do you prefer shooting in natural light or studio?
In Dubai, I prefer shooting outdoors, natural light,
Why?
because it's easy. To me, I say easy in the sense of convenience. I don't need
Yeah.
to carry a lot of equipment. And
Okay.
you know that Dubai has a lot of restrictions with permits.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why I prefer to shoot natural light outdoor. Of course, indoors, I like to shoot indoors in the studio. That's fine. But I just think that it's kind of static because I'm not this studio creative person. There's some people that in the studio they are mad. You understand? Like they come up with all these setups. No, I'm not good in that. But if it's outdoor, I can sit, I can look at the building, I can angle myself in such a way. You understand? And then I can look at the light and then place my subject in such a way that will give me beautiful images.
Yeah.
But indoors, Indoors is cool, but I prefer indoors for events. Like when I go on the red carpet and stuff. Oh, I love that. The glams and all of that stuff.
Are there any photographers that have stood out to you in the UAE that have contributed in visual storytelling in UAE?
Oh my god.
Any name that could come up to your head now?
To be honest, I don't really have. Bro, I don't really have full. Bro, I'm busy like you. Bro, you're busy, right? Are you really looking at people? You're not right. I'm so busy. Oh. See, I have 3 kids. Oh my god. Boys
for that matter.
I just go, I look at the tutorial, I try to replicate it, and then I move on. But I know that they're amazing photographers here. I'm so sorry that I butchered that one, but I don't really know anyone like that.
When photographing people, are there any cultural concerns that you put into consideration?
Yeah, I remember
from people from diverse cultures.
Muslims, the women that wear hijab. I remember one time, I didn't know that it was that important. I was taking these pictures of this lady, and then I wanted her to take off the hijab because of the styling of the dress. Oh my god, she was so pissed.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't know. I thought it was just a harmless picture. Oh my god, from there, when I meet people, I see how they dress. I don't interfere.
How did you now explain yourself to get out of that problem?
I just told her the truth that I didn't know. And then she was kind enough to be like, it's fine, it's okay. And it happened twice, actually. The first time it happened, it was just a quick something that happened, then I just brushed it off. And then the way this second person addressed me, I was like, hey, be careful though, when you meet people, especially their culture, no.
So now you started being aware of really cultures aware. And put it into consideration and still take authentic pictures with your clients.
Like some people are very free. You understand? They can pose, do this, and then some people they are very. So I look at the people. I'm like, okay, from the way this person is dressing, if this person is wearing a suit, you cannot get them to be posing in a way, right? So you also have to consider that if they're wearing like, let's say like the hijab, you cannot just be posing them anyhow.
Yeah.
So these are things that I also look like. No, of course, you have to be very, very intentional.
Are there any stories in the UAE that stood out to you that was so powerful as a photographer? Is there anyone that can come to your mind right now?
The ruler of the UAE, the story of how he made this emirate is crazy. I don't know if it's the right story, but I heard that he took his sons and then put them in the 7 various emirates.
Oh, that's interesting.
Then, yes.
No, the fact that it's his sons that he put in the 7 emirates to do this.
Yeah,
okay,
that's what he did, and that's why the Emirates don't fight.
Oh, so they're brothers.
They're brothers. You understand? And if this Emirate needs help, this Emirate runs and go and help. So there's this thing about unity that it really strikes me, and that's something that I think that it's so alive in this country that we could really learn from.
Yeah, that togetherness, the spirit of unism.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
United.
Yeah.
I know that people still fight back and forth, but when it comes to like on the big picture, they don't know. They're very, very, united.
That's amazing. UAE is always an inspiration to us all.
Yeah.
So, okay, you've mentioned photography groups, meetups. You can use meetups. Collaborate. Are there photography exhibitions or festivals in the UAE that foster a community aside from meetups? Foster collaboration between photographers
and vendors. Yes, like I said, the Dubai World Trade Center, they always have events. If you just go and check upcoming events, Dubai World Trade Center, you might see a photography event happening very soon.
Wow,
they always have events. Even Sharjah, they have Sharjah Film Festival or what? Where you go there, you also
Sharjah Film Festival.
Yeah, Sharjah also has festivals where photographies, content creators also come. Yeah, I'm telling you, these things are online.
I'll look out for the film festival for
just
Sharjah.
check.
I know Sharjah is the art state of the Emirates.
Yeah.
I like that. That's another state I like, actually, Sharjah. Let's talk about how much social media influences your work as a photographer.
I'm going to say very short, okay? But listen, when a couple of years back, my dad passed away, I had this no clients for like 6 months. And I had to pay rent, I had to do. Do you know what I did?
What did you do? I can't wait to hear.
To my old work, took all my pictures of my old work in the UAE, I did a scheduled posting, 12 to 13 posts to 15 posts a day for 4 weeks. When people wrote to me, hey, you post a lot, block me. Dude, they're going to kick me out of my house for my rent. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
And then I had clients for like almost 6 months. I was drowning in clients. I just did that for a month. Do
And
understand?
you now had clients back to back for almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months.
It's
Social media
more.
is beautiful. It's amazing.
That's crazy.
Like seriously. And let me tell you something, right? The Guinness, Coca-Cola and all these big brands, right?
Yeah.
They have not started getting into content. When they start getting into content, they'll deal with us. Let me tell you something. Back in the days, right, you could post 1 post a day. Bro, it's done. Don't do that again. Now you need to be posting back to back in a day. Remember that 2 o'clock, the people at 2 o'clock are different from the people at 7 o'clock. These are different people.
What
You understand?
the hell?
So that's one thing that I discovered about social media. Volume. Even if it's not great content, volume. Just be in people's faces and you will get the bookings. That's one thing that worked for me 100%. Right now, if I decide I start doing it again, I'll not be able to sleep at night.
What?
For free. I don't pay to post on Instagram. And people are complaining that there are no clients.
For free. You don't pay. Wow.
Yeah.
You've unlocked this social media hack. Like you have the hack. You've unlocked it.
Dubai there with me.
Yeah,
bro. Dubai there with me. I have to find a way out.
Oh my God! Like seriously.
Yeah, give it a try.
No, you've shared a lot of important things
Thank you.
here. Seriously, like
Thank you.
thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Oh
Like, I
my
really appreciate
days! Like what you said, back to back, and it
Yeah.
was just
That's it.
masterclass.
Yeah,
Straight up.
seriously.
His masterclass is coming up.
Oh, on the 16th.
Make sure.
Yeah.
You
It's
check-
just-
you check
it's just
his
for
IG.
photography. Because I'm working with a makeup artist,
Yeah.
hairstylist.
I saw that
Yeah,
event.
so
I saw
I'm just
the
doing like
poster.
phone photography for girls who want to do selfies and then edit them.
Oh,
But
that's
it'll be
nice.
amazing.
I'm sure it will be. Are you not inviting me?
Please come. Please.
Advice for aspiring photographers.
Here in the UAE.
Yeah, or anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the UAE, coming to the UAE to start,
Yeah.
anywhere.
Just like I did YouTube. I'm only going to talk from what I did. Check YouTube and then start shooting the people around you. You don't have to look for supermodels. No,
Yeah.
they will come to you. You just need to create content around the thing that you're passionate about and be consistent with it. If you can learn one new thing every day in photography, in about a year, you'll be good to do so many things.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you also network. You know, go to these events, go to meetup.com, go to play, ask questions, listen. You understand? Try to reach out to other photographers. I know that photographers are not too friendly when it comes to that because people feel like they're going to take my client. Please take my client that is paying me. This client is paying me 5,000. I want the client to be paying me 20,000. Come and take the client. Do you understand? So still reach out to them. Some of them will be nice enough to try to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you see photography evolving in the future with AI and new technologies? How do you
It's kind of
imagine
scary.
it?
Yeah, it's kind of scary because I saw there's this guy that has this course where he can teach you how to take a dress and then just do AI, everything runway. You do an AI model where it's same dress, same pattern, put on a runway in video and in pictures.
Crazy.
So it's kind of scary.
It's scary in what way?
No, it's
Like,
scary.
it will
Like
take-
I feel like people should really get into the AI because there's no turning back. Yes, I feel like people should learn it. People should embrace it because
So you're
it's gonna
embracing
happen.
it
No, I'm
also?
embracing it 100,000%.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
We love to hear things like that. You've heard my special guest. He has shared a lot of nuggets, important insights that would kickstart your career or give you an inspiration, one or two, if not more, in your journey. We've talked about networking. We've talked about the technical aspects in photography. We've talked about spirituality. We've talked about motivation. We've talked about UAE. We've talked about the region as a whole, its landscape, and how inspiring it is for us to be here. So I hope that you enjoyed the conversation and I hope that you've learned a lot and you will come back for the next one. So it is now time for the movie of the week. So our guest would give us his movie of the week and why he's suggesting the movie to us.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness.
Pursuit of
Yeah, Pursuit of
Happiness.
Happiness. It talks a lot about resilience, believing in yourself, having hope, faith, and I think like that's mostly the story of most people that come to UAE, especially
Wow.
people that like came from humble beginnings or that
Yeah.
came from nothing. So
Yeah.
if you watch Pursuit of Happiness, it's gonna be really inspiring. Yeah.
Thank you so much. What else do we have to talk about?
App. Favorite
App
app.
of the week. Do you have
Yeah.
a favorite app?
Yeah, captions.
Captions,
Yeah,
okay.
Captions is very good. I use DaVinci Resolve for subtitles. So if you're creating content, DaVinci Resolve's subtitles is not always correct. Even the timing is so wrong. But captions, you can actually have a teleprompter. You could actually be reading a script from your phone,
Yeah.
and then it can change. It can bring your eyes, but it's mostly good for people with fair skin because actually it's giving me blue eyes. But the captions there, they are very almost correct. You can just edit just a little bit, and then the timing is almost perfect.
Thank you so much, Ginny, for being here.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
I admire your work a lot. You've done so much. You and your beautiful wife and your awesome kids. Like, you guys are doing amazing. Your friendship, your togetherness, your hard work. I just wish you all the best. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
You
thank
know,
you too for
and
inviting me. Yeah.
and I hope that we would sit again together to still talk more, and we will continue to collaborate. So I'm looking forward to more of that.
Me too.
Okay, it's the end of the show for today. Thank you for watching as well. Thank you for being here. It's always amazing to have you here. I hope that you leave a comment below about any of the points we've talked about. Looking forward to hear from you as well. Like, share, subscribe. More interesting conversations will be coming up on Mind Medium. I can assure you that. So stay tuned and do not forget, it's a new world we are creating. So let's ride. See ya. Bye. Please tell us where we can find you on Instagram.
Oh yeah, Den Photo on Instagram.
Yes.
DEINE Photo PHOTO. Den Photo on Instagram.
Yes, please check his page out on
And
IG.
denphotography.com.
Yes, check his page on IG. He has so much work and you'll be greatly inspired. Like I said before, he's Dubai's #1 celebrity photographer.
Thank you.
So don't play. Bye. See you.